Okay, so, ready to dive into the wild world of shopping.
Always ready to explore the consumer psyche. Should be quite a journey based on what we've uncovered.
You know it. I mean, who hasn't had at least one shopping experience that went hilariously or maybe just tragically wrong? It's like a universal rite of passage.
Absolutely. And the stories we've gathered for this deep dive, let's just say they really highlight the gap between what we expect when we shop and the often absurd reality we actually encounter. Online, in store, it doesn't seem to matter.
It's like a comedy of errors out there. And today we're going to dissect it all, shining a light on the unexpected twists, the face palm moments, and maybe even finding some shared laughter in the process.
Well, laughter is definitely the best medicine when it comes to shopping mishaps.
Couldn't agree more. So let's start with the online shopping experience, that digital wonderland where, in theory, you can find anything your heart desires. You're browsing from the comfort of your couch, feeling all savvy and in control until reality sets in.
And reality, as our sources so colorfully illustrate, can be quite a departure from the curated images and enticing product descriptions we encounter online.
Oh, for sure. Let's set the scene, shall we? You're picturing yourself looking incredibly sharp in that sleek leather jacket you just spotted online.
Yeah.
You can practically feel the admiring glances already. Click, click, order placed, easy peasy.
The anticipation builds. You can practically hear that delivery truck pulling up to your door.
Exactly. But then the package arrives, you open it with eager anticipation, and instead of a stylish garment, you're face to face with a giant inflatable flamingo. Just why?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's almost like a cosmic joke, a reminder that the online shopping universe has a wicked sense of humor. It makes you wonder about those moments in warehouses where things go so spectacularly awry.
I mean, at least a flamingo is kind of fun, right? But imagine this. You need some decent headphones, noise canceling, wireless, the whole shebang. You find a pair online, picture yourself lost in your music, blissfully unaware of the outside world, only to receive tiny plastic headphones. The kind that might come with a kid's meal toy.
The kind that might only play, say, the chirping of crickets. You're not immersing yourself in Beethoven. You're suddenly surrounded by a virtual insect symphony.
It's almost too specific to be a simple mix-up, right? Like, somewhere, someone is deliberately sending out cricket-themed headphones to unsuspecting audiophiles. It's bizarrely delightful.
It definitely highlights the inherent risk you take when you're relying solely on online descriptions and images.
Yeah.
What you get can be vastly different from what you envision, and sometimes it's just plain weird.
And then there's the never-ending saga of online clothing sizes. This one's a classic. You meticulously check the size chart, feeling confident in your choice, only to receive a garment that could double as a small tent.
It's like online retailers operate in some alternate dimension where the laws of physics and human anatomy simply don't apply. I mean, I've heard stories of people ordering a medium shirt and receiving something that would comfortably fit a family of 4.
It's baffling. Is it a conspiracy? Are they intentionally trying to make us question our own sense of size and proportion? It's a mystery for the ages.
Well, it certainly adds to the entertainment value, doesn't it? The unpredictability of online shopping is, in a way, part of its allure. You just never know what's going to show up at your doorstep.
And let's not forget those product descriptions that read like something out of a fantasy novel. Unbreakable phone cases, please. Waterproof gadgets that in reality dissolve at the first drop of rain. Oh, and completely non-returnable, of course.
Those are the real heartbreakers. The sense of being utterly misled, stuck with an item that's as useful as a chocolate teapot. And the return policies, often designed to make you give up and just accept your fate.
It's like a digital game of chance where the odds are perpetually stacked against you.
Yet we keep coming back for more, don't we? It's like we're all secretly addicted to the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that this time, that online purchase will be everything we dreamed of and more.
And that brings us to the one-click disaster. The bane of our late-night, bleary-eyed browsing sessions.
Ah, the one click, that marvel of modern technology that can turn a simple intention into a mountain of unintended consequences.
Case in point, You're winding down for the night, brain a bit fuzzy, and you realize you're out of shampoo. No problem, you think. One click and I'm sorted.
The ease, the convenience, it's almost hypnotic.
Until a few days later when a mountain of boxes arrives and instead of hair products, you're staring at 144 pairs of novelty socks, each adorned with, wait for it, cats.
144. It's a number that's both hilarious and slightly terrifying. Did you even know they made that many different cat-themed sock designs?
I'm not sure I even knew I liked cats that much. It's like the one-click purchase bypasses all your usual filters, your budget, your common sense. It's a portal to a world of accidental feline footwear.
It's a cautionary tale about the perils of convenience, isn't it? The faster and easier we can buy things, the less likely we are to actually think about what we're buying. And sometimes the results are just gloriously absurd.
So, in the interest of preserving our sanity and maybe our bank accounts, let's step away from the digital realm for a moment and venture into the supposed stability of brick-and-mortar stores. You know, the places where you can actually see and touch the merchandise. Surely that's a recipe for a less chaotic shopping experience, right?
Well, in theory, yes. But as we all know, even the most well-intentioned in-store shopping trip can quickly devolve into a series of frustrating and often comical hurdles.
Hurdle number 1, finding your size. It's like embarking on a scavenger hunt where the prize is a garment that actually fits your human form. You search, you sift through racks, you ask for assistance, and often it feels like your size has simply vanished from existence.
It's that sinking feeling, isn't it? The realization that maybe, just maybe, you've become an outlier, existing outside the realm of standard sizing conventions.
And the look you get from the sales associate when you inquire about your missing size, it's a mix of pity and, I told you so, like, honey, we haven't seen that size since the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
It's almost a badge of honor at that point. You're a retail maverick, a size chart rebel, destined to forever search for the elusive garment that actually fits.
But then, just when you're about to admit defeat and resign yourself to a life of ill-fitting clothing, you spot it. The clearance section, that beacon of hope, that siren song of potential bargains, or, as some might say, the place where shopping dreams go to die.
The clearance section is a fascinating microcosm of the retail world. It's a mix of hidden treasures, utter oddities, and a healthy dose of what were they thinking? It's a maze of misfit merchandise where you never know what you'll find.
It's like a fashion graveyard. A testament to trends that never quite took off, or items that for some inexplicable reason just didn't resonate with the buying public.
And yet, we can't resist its pull, can we? The allure of a discounted price, the thrill of the hunt, it all adds up to an irresistible shopping experience. Even if you end up leaving with a slightly damaged sweater and a sense of bewildered amusement.
And speaking of bewildered amusement, let's not forget the potential for physical comedy in the clearance section. You reach for that deeply discounted sweater, thinking you finally struck gold, and boom! The entire display collapses around you in a cascade of Tupperware, picture frames, and deodorants.
It's like a scene out of a slapstick comedy, a retail domino effect that leaves you standing in a pile of mismatched merchandise, wondering how it all went so wrong.
And the awkward eye contact with the nearby sales associate? Priceless. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to trigger a retail avalanche.
But hey, at least you got that sweater right. Perhaps a bit dusty and potentially dented, but a bargain nonetheless. A trophy for surviving the clearance section chaos.
A badge of honor, for sure. Now let's shift gears for a moment and imagine ourselves stepping behind the retail counter into the shoes of the people who navigate these daily shopping dramas. We see the polite smiles, the helpful gestures, but what's really going on in their minds as they witness the full spectrum of customer behaviors?
It's a perspective we rarely consider, isn't it? They're on the front lines, observing our quirks, our anxieties, our occasional bouts of utter ridiculousness.
I can only imagine the internal eye rolls when, for the 10th time that day, someone asks if they've checked in the back for a size that's clearly not on the racks. Like there's some secret magical stock room where all the missing items are just waiting to be discovered.
The persistence is admirable, if a bit misguided. It's like they believe in a retail fairy godmother who can magically conjure up any item with a snap of her fingers.
And then there's the classic, "Can I speak to a manager?" line. often delivered with a mix of exasperation and entitlement, as if the manager holds the keys to the retail kingdom and can instantly resolve any issue, no matter how small or unreasonable.
It's a power move, a way of escalating the situation in the hopes of bending the rules of retail reality. And sometimes, to be fair, it works.
But more often than not, it just results in an awkward conversation with a manager who is just as bound by store policies and inventory limitations as the original sales associate.
It's a reminder that even in the world of retail, there's a hierarchy, a chain of command that dictates what's possible and what's simply a customer's wishful thinking.
And then you have the creative attempts to secure discounts on items that are, shall we say, less than perfect. Yes, this vase is missing a rather large chunk, but surely you can knock off a few dollars.
Or the classic, this shirt has a stain on it, but I'm sure it'll come out in the wash.
Yeah.
How about 50% off? It's a combination of optimism and, let's call it opportunistic bargaining.
And let's not forget the returns of items that look like they've been through a time warp, accompanied by receipts that are more faded than a vintage photograph. You almost have to admire the audacity.
It's like they're testing the limits of the return policy, pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable in the realm of retail transactions.
But beyond the policies and the procedures, I bet there's a whole lot of silent judging going on behind those retail counters. We've all seen someone's purchases and thought, really? That's what you're going with. Imagine witnessing those decisions on a daily basis.
It's a front row seat to the human condition, a glimpse into the often baffling choices we make as consumers. The internal monologues must be a goldmine of comedic commentary.
Speaking of questionable choices, let's talk about the shopping cart of shame. That phenomenon where you enter the store with a clear, concise list, milk, eggs, bread, and emerge with an overflowing cart of impulse that would make you question your own sanity.
It's the classic tale of good intentions gone astray, the siren song of "but it's on sale, and I might need this someday," leading to a cart filled with things you never knew you couldn't live without.
The extra shoes, the fancy candles that smell like a rainforest, the kitchen gadget that promises to revolutionize your cooking, but will likely just gather dust in a cupboard. It's a slippery slope from essential items to a full-blown retail therapy session.
And the rationalization process that kicks in. It's a marvel of mental gymnastics. Suddenly, that limited edition Star Wars mug is an investment, a collector's item, a vital part of your kitchenware collection.
It's like we're all participating in a collective shopping cart therapy session where the therapist is our own internal monologue trying to justify our impulsive acquisitions, but I deserve it.
And meanwhile, those essential items, the milk, eggs, bread, are often still languishing on the shelves, forgotten amidst the excitement of the unplanned purchases. It's the ultimate irony of the shopping cart of shame.
Okay, let's imagine we've navigated the physical and digital aisles, we've resisted the siren call of the clearance section, and we've managed to fill our virtual or actual carts with items we truly intend to purchase. We're in the home stretch, ready to check out and bask in the glow of retail victory. But wait, what happens when the technology that's supposed to facilitate this smooth transaction decides to betray us?
Ah, the dreaded online checkout fail. A modern tragedy in 3 acts.
Act 1. You enter your payment details, confident that your card is in good standing, only to be met with a barrage of error messages. Invalid card number, insufficient funds, we're experiencing technical difficulties. The digital equivalent of a door slamming in your face.
It's incredibly frustrating, especially when you know the information you've entered is correct. You're left wondering if it's you, if it's your internet connection, or if the online gods are simply conspiring against you.
Act 2. You try again, this time with a different card, maybe even a different browser, hoping that somehow, magically, this attempt will be successful. But no, the error messages persist, mocking your efforts to complete this simple transaction.
The feeling of helplessness is palpable. You're trapped in a digital labyrinth, unable to escape the checkout purgatory.
And then, the final blow, Act 3. After countless attempts, refreshes, and muttered curses, the system crashes completely. Error. System down. Please try again later.
It's like the universe is telling you to just give up and walk away.
It's the ultimate defeat, the digital equivalent of throwing your hands up in the air and admitting that you've been bested by technology.
And so you abandon your cart, defeated but strangely liberated. The shopping gods have spoken, and today is not your day to acquire those coveted goods.
But the desire lingers, doesn't it? You'll be back, perhaps another day, when the digital stars align and the checkout process decides to cooperate. Assuming you haven't sworn off online shopping altogether. But let's say you do manage to successfully place that online order. A wave of relief washes over you, followed by the agonizing wait.
The shipping saga. A tale as old as online retail itself.
You eagerly track your package, refreshing the tracking page every few minutes, as if willing it to move faster. In transit becomes your mantra, even if the package seems to be perpetually stuck in the same location for days, even weeks on end.
It's a roller coaster of emotions. The initial excitement, the gradual buildup of anticipation, the frustration of delays, the disappointment of missed delivery attempts. It's a test of patience and a lesson in the art of letting go.
And the worst part, those vague, unhelpful status updates. Weather delay, they say, when it's been sunny and 70 degrees for a week straight. It's like they're just making up excuses at this point.
And then, just when you're about to give up hope, when you've convinced yourself that your package has been lost in the vast abyss of the shipping network, it arrives.
A moment of pure joy, quickly followed by the realization that you've basically forgotten what you even ordered in the first place.
There's the thrill of the surprise, right? The unexpected gift from your past self. And hey, at least it finally arrived. That's something to celebrate.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's wrap things up with a few more tales of in-store awkwardness. Because let's face it, those interactions with retail staff can be just as memorable as any online shopping mishap.
Especially when you encounter those overly enthusiastic, slightly misguided sales associates who seem to have a knack for steering the conversation in the most unexpected directions.
Picture this. You're simply trying to locate the cereal aisle, a straightforward mission, no drama required, but suddenly you're intercepted by a store clerk who's practically vibrating with excitement about a new line of novelty socks.
The juxtaposition is priceless. You're focused on breakfast essentials, and they're trying to sell you socks with, like, cartoon characters on them. It's a clash of priorities that often leads to some truly awkward moments.
And despite your clear lack of interest in novelty footwear, the clerk insists on personally escorting you to the cereal aisle, all the while extolling the virtues of these socks and how they will apparently change your life.
It's like they're trapped in their own sales pitch, unable to deviate from the script even when it's clear the customer's not buying it, literally or figuratively.
You're just trying to get your Cheerios, but you've inadvertently stumbled into a sock-themed TED Talk. It's a retail experience you won't soon forget.
Speaking of unforgettable experiences, let's delve into the world of listener submissions. Those real-life shopping mishaps that remind us that we're all in this together.
Sarah from Ohio shared a story that's both hilarious and slightly painful. She unknowingly wore a brand new pair of shoes on the wrong feet for a full 20 minutes, baffled by how uncomfortable they felt.
20 minutes. And that's commitment. You have to wonder at what point the brain kicks in and says, hey, something's not right here.
It wasn't until a kind but slightly horrified sales associate pointed out her anatomical footwear error that the truth dawned on her. You talk about a facepalm moment.
And then there's Kyle from Florida, who, in a moment of self-checkout confusion, accidentally scanned his own hand instead of an item.
As one does.
Which, of course, triggered the store security system and led to the swift arrival of multiple employees investigating this apparent act of hand theft.
The absurdity of the situation is just chef's kiss. It's a reminder that even the most sophisticated technology can be outsmarted by simple human error.
Or perhaps it's the universe's way of reminding us not to take ourselves too seriously.
Either way, it's a story that's sure to bring a smile to your face. Finally, let's end our deep dive with a dip into the often bizarre world of online product reviews, those digital testaments to the power of consumer opinion, no matter how strange or hyperbolic.
It's a genre of writing unto itself, a blend of genuine feedback, creative storytelling, and a healthy dose of, did they really just say that?
Like the review we found for a basic toaster, a toaster that was apparently so life-changing, so revolutionary in its toast-making abilities, that the reviewer recommended it over the essential act of breathing.
Hyperbole at its finest. It makes you wonder if they're being completely sincere or just engaging in a bit of online performance art.
Then there was the negative review for reusable drinking straws that detailed what the reviewer dramatically dubbed a smoothie catastrophe. Apparently, the straws were too good at sucking, leading to a messy and shame-inducing spill.
The irony is delicious. A product designed for efficient consumption backfiring in the most spectacularly messy way possible.
And finally, there was the glowing review for a selfie stick that apparently led to a life of enlightenment and inner peace. It even enabled the reviewer to capture the perfect selfie at, well, let's just say unorthodox locations, including a grandmother's funeral.
That one's a bit out there. But it highlights the subjective nature of online reviews and the sometimes bizarre justifications people have for their purchases.
So, after all of this, after navigating the digital minefield of online shopping, the physical obstacle course of brick-and-mortar stores, and the emotional roller coaster of purchases, returns, and unexpected deliveries, what have we learned?
Well, I think the overarching takeaway is that shopping, in all its forms, is a wonderfully unpredictable adventure. It's a journey filled with potential for both delight and disaster, often in equal measure.
And it's an adventure we all share, whether we're seasoned shoppers or hesitant participants. It's a universal experience, a tapestry woven with threads of frustration, amusement, and the occasional moment of pure retail magic.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even the most mundane of activities, there's room for surprise, for laughter, and for the shared connection that comes from recognizing that we're all just trying to navigate this consumer-driven world, one purchase at a time.
And so, as we conclude this deep dive into the world of shopping, we leave you with this final thought. Why, despite the potential for chaos, the inevitable disappointments, and the occasional financial facepalm, do we keep coming back for more? Is it the thrill of the hunt, the allure of a good deal, or the deep-seated desire to surround ourselves with things that spark joy, even if that joy is fleeting and occasionally tinged with regret?
It's a question worth pondering. Perhaps the next time you find yourself browsing online at 2 a.m. or impulsively adding another item to your already overflowing shopping cart.
Happy shopping, everyone, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Indeed.